26 feet tall, 22 and a half feet wide. This thing's gigantic. What's going on, friends? Mike Hill Hobbies here, and I got something incredible right here in these two boxes. You see this picture of this fan here? This is a giant air blower, 750 watt. That means this must be a gigantic inflatable, and yes, this is a 26 foot tall inflatable pumpkin jack-o'-lantern. It's almost 27 feet tall, and it is almost 23 feet wide. Comes with the air blower. This comes from Warson. I will have the link in the description below. I got a discount code for you, so make sure you check that discount code. That will be in the description also. I'm blown away. This thing is 26 feet tall. They make this in a 16 feet, a 20 feet. I got the 26 feet. They got it in a 33 feet and a 40 foot tall pumpkin. Warson makes some incredible, high quality, air blown inflatable decorations. And this is exactly that. This is the highest of quality inflatable decoration that you can get. And I got it right here to show everybody. I am so excited for this. This is a high grade, high quality, waterproof polyester material. It has extra thick stitching. This thing is going to be amazing. I want to open this up and let's get right into this. So off of the top here, let's open up the blower and check it out. And it comes well protected. It is a very cool yellow color there. Oh man, it's got a nice carry handle. It's pretty heavy. I ain't gonna lie, this thing is heavy. The pumpkin alone is almost 60 pounds, and it's an inflatable decoration. Oh man, this thing is sweet. I mean, come on. For an inflatable decoration, you already know this thing is gonna be gigantic, which means it's awesome. This thing has a place to put ground stakes to hold the fan down also. Oh man, very, very cool. You've got all of your technical information here, your operational manual. It's even got repair instructions right there. And of course, ground stakes or tether points for the blower itself. Let's open up the pumpkin. Now, real quick, before we get into the pumpkin, I just want to show you inside of here in that guard. You see that? That is all metal construction. Everything inside of here is heavy duty metal, and it's got a really thick, pretty attractive yellow plastic housing, but everything inside of here is heavy duty metal construction. This thing is built to last. And now for the pumpkin. Like I said, this thing is 57 pounds. It's almost 60 pounds by itself. So this thing has some weight to it, but it is high quality. Everything is thick, high quality, dense, and it's 26 feet tall. So it's gonna have some weight to it. Let's get it open. Up top here, we got a little bag. Let's check out what is in here. And we've got an orange patch. I believe this is going to be the patch. So set that to the side, and we've got some tethering rope here for tying this thing down to the ground. And you've got 4 heavy duty ground stakes. There are knurled and twisted at the bottom, so it's going to help keep these in the ground. And you've got a nice hook there on the side, and this goes all the way through, so if you need to hammer these down, you'll be hammering on the nail itself and not the plastic, so you don't have to worry about anything breaking. That is very nice. Those are high quality. That is, I mean, just look at the patch. The patch is huge. So normally you get an inflatable and you get like a little bitty patch, but this patch is gigantic to match the pumpkin. These are weight bags. So you've got weight bags to hold this guy down if you can't get the stakes into the ground. they provided you with some bags. You can put some sand in there or whatever you got to add weight to those to help hold this thing down. So we'll set that to the side and see what else we got in here. We've got a little packet here. It has your installation guide and how to hang the lamp inside. They also make this with LED lights. I'm not sure, I don't think that's the one I got here, but you can also get like an LED strip light and hang it inside of this thing and run it straight out of the zipper area. So this thing is all shrink wrapped in here. The pumpkin is in its own bag also. So I'm going to attempt to slide this out of the box here. This thing is so big and robust. You may need a couple people to deal with this thing. Set up by yourself, I don't know, it might be difficult. That's it in the box. Set that to the side. This thing is huge. This is so dense. I mean, this thing is like shrunken up. It is just thick, dense, and heavy. Get all the shrink wrap off of here. Now this thing is thick and the quality is, you know, top of the line. But if you want to protect your investment even further, get yourself a little tarp and set it down on the tarp, and that'll help protect the bottom of it from anything on the ground. Of course, you don't have to because the material is so nice. That would just be an added bonus to help protect this thing. So this is the storage / carrying bag. It's got a drawstring on it. Even the carrying bag is a really thick material. It's got double stitching. It's really nice. Let me go ahead and open this thing up and slide the pumpkin out. Really bright orange color. I mean, it really pops. Wow. This thing is so dense. It's just like crushed together so they could actually get a decent size shipping box to ship this out. So I'm definitely gonna have to take this outside. There's nothing else there. The storage bag, and this is just on here to help tie everything and keep it together. So you're gonna have to take this outside, lay it out, and get this thing set up. Now you can set this down on concrete. Just make sure you get a leaf blower, blow all the debris off of there. You don't want any debris underneath this thing. Remember, it is full of air, but this thing is heavy, so it's got a little bit of weight to it. And this thing is expensive. You don't want to damage it, so keep it as nice as you can, protect it the best you can. Now this material is thick. I mean, this is like rip-proof material. I've never had an inflatable decoration with material this thick and this high quality. This is very, very high quality. I can't stress that enough. This is top of the line. Top of the line. All right, before you start, I suggest have your sandbags ready just in case you get some wind blowing. This thing is big and you don't want it getting away from you. Make sure you have your tether ropes out. And if you're gonna cover the ground, make sure you have that ready. Then get the pumpkin, roll it out, and get ready to inflate. This thing is tied up, so you're gonna have to undo the ties or clip them. Just make sure you don't cut the pumpkin. This thing does not come with the lights. You gotta go get those separately. They did that for shipping reasons. And I am outside, so if you get some background noise, that's just what it is. This thing is 26 feet tall, almost 27 feet tall, almost 23 feet wide, so I gotta do it outside, so here we go. Okay, I'm gonna start rolling this thing out. Make sure you roll it out, get it centered in your area, make sure the face is pointing in the direction you want, and we will go from there. gigantic. My gosh. This is huge. Okay, I gotta figure out where to put the blower at. Start airing this up. Make sure you tie this rope to all of your tether points. Right here in the back is the tube for the blower, and you got some provided straps to tie around the blower. So that is the very back there. And this is my first time doing it, so after you do it once, you have a good idea how to set this thing up. Just trying to find that tether, and there it is. All right, you want to get your blower out here set up right at the end of the tube here, and then you've got these tether points here to tie it off on the blower. So just get it on there as best you can. You may have to adjust it as you go. Just get it tight so it doesn't blow off there. And these are really, really thick pieces of that weatherproof material. So you can tie it really tight. You don't have to worry about anything ripping. I'm just going to tie a bow to start with. Now we can turn this on and start watching the magic. Okay, I'm not sure how loud that blower is going to be, but I'm getting ready to turn it on. I've got the camera set way back, and I'm just going to let this ride as this thing airs up. The neighbor kids are wondering what's going on here, so it might get a little loud. It's gigantic. I've got to put this back even further. Look at that. Okay, this thing is big. It is impressive. Oh my gosh. It is right up there with the tree. I mean, that 40-footer must just be insane, because this is 26 feet tall. Towers over my house. Takes a little while to get going. It took me longer than it should because I didn't have one of the zippers closed. Make sure you've got your tether points ready to go. And I think what I will do when I deflate this is I will put my tether points on the D-rings on the bottom. I think it'll be a little bit easier to just kind of move around and resituate the thing with them tied to the bottom. And I think it'll look better not having those ropes up there. But this thing is gigantic. I mean, it makes a little bit of noise when you're airing it up, but once it's fully aired, it is not that bad. Wow. This is the side zipper I didn't have zipped. So it was taking me forever. Just look at this thing. It is enormous. I mean, my AC is louder than that fan. Insane how big and awesome this thing is. Now, this zipper cover was making like a really bad fart noise. So I just put a little piece of styrofoam there just to let the air escape. Otherwise it was making like a really loud fart noise. But wow, this thing. I mean, look at my truck behind that thing. It is huge. The quality of this thing is top of the line. The stitching is all like double, quadruple stitched. The material's really, really thick. I mean, I was pulling on it, moving it around, stepping on it. You don't want to do that, but you know, this was my first time setting it up. The next time will be much easier. But this thing is so impressive. Okay, there's my house. There's my pumpkin. Holy moly, that thing is huge. Oh man. you gotta get something like this. This thing is amazing. Here you can see the D-rings. They're very good quality. Everything is double stitched there. Seams are extremely nice. Everything's double stitched. It's double layered. I mean, this thing is quality. Okay, you got D-rings all around this thing, about 4 feet up. And then you have them all on the bottom down there, all the way around. And then you have them up there on the top, all the way around also. So there's a ton of places to tie this thing down. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. I've got no wind right now, and it just sits there perfectly. Of course, I got it going down to some sandbags, but it's just sitting there nicely. It's not moving around. I mean, this thing is just so over the top, eye-catching, amazing. I absolutely love this. All right, I'm deflating this thing. Sounds weird because I'm inside of it. This is so cool. It's gone down to about the eyes, but this is just so cool. That right there is so you can run lights through up there. It's coming down quite a bit, but holy moly, this thing is amazing. It's insane how cool this thing is. I mean, you could even use this to rent out for parties or events. But if you want your house to stand out all Halloween season, and especially on Halloween night, this is a must-have. Everybody is going to stop and look at this and want to know all about it. It is so awesome. Make sure you check the description below. I got a discount code for everybody to use. Get this if you can. This is gonna show stop Halloween. This wows everybody. I've already got people walking by just like, that is a pumpkin. Cars slowing down, taking pictures. This thing is incredible. Absolutely love this thing. Warson, thank you so much for sending this. 100% love this. It is absolutely top quality. Highly recommend this. Thanks for watching. Mike Hill Hobbies out.